Okay, here we go. So you may notice that there is no game audio when I went to record this. Well, the game, my recording software for some reason didn't capture any audio from my voiceover or the game. So I'm recording any audio for this video in post. Now I was having some issues with getting the ground to show up. As you can see, as I'm trying to playtest, trying to get the ground to show up. And I decided that I think if I'm correctly, yeah, I'm trying to think of a portal design. But then I decided I should probably do some pulses instead. And I do try to sync them up with the music. Though you can't hear that right now. Okay, now I try to continue working on the ground thing. And I think now now I'm deciding what I want the ground color to be. And I decided that I think that would work better for the other part of the ground. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Now I hide the ship portal at the beginning of this part. And come up with plan 1 to try to figure out. Plan 1 to come up with a design for it. And that is to use the particles. Okay, I'm trying to decide on the texture. I'm like, okay, which one do I want? I think that'll do. Set it to be kind of pinkish color for the ship part. That looks like a ship portal. And let's add some spin. So that they spin around. And let's see how it looks. Yeah, portals are a little small right now, but they can be scaled up. I'm not sure if I really like that. So I deleted it and start over. But I save the level first, make sure I don't use up my progress. And I grab a random object there, and I decide to try experimenting with it. Okay, so it's layer 2, so it doesn't overlap with anything. Set so it goes behind the spikes. Set to kind of pinky color surface, and I think it could use a bit of brightness change, so I adjust the brightness and saturation and hue on it. And I think that looks good. So copy over to the cube, and then copy over to the second ship, add the last two pieces of it, and then copy it over to the last cube. And there's no more game mode portals in that area, so now I change the color. Color 18 is the green. But I think it doesn't look that great, so let's adjust the hue and brightness, and let's adjust the brightness some more and the hue a bit, and I think that looks good. So let's put it on, copy those values over to the other cube portal, and then we can hide them. And I check some stuff to see if I can figure out the reason why some of the blocks are showing up above the ground, which is an annoying bug that I don't know the cause of. But once again, the ground's not showing up in playtesting, so yeah. Just trying to figure stuff out. And now the ground is showing up, but some objects are showing up above it, which I don't want. So I save again. And I start coming up with ideas for arrow design. First idea, combine that spike with this plant pixel piece. And I get a little confused, but I managed to shrink it down enough to kind of aligns, right? And I get confused, and then I realize, oh, I see. Now I get better. But I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really look that great. What else do we have? And I grab some other pieces. Can I get an idea involving these? I set some colors. And then I grab an arrow piece, place it in the middle, scale it up. And make sure it's above everything else. And I'd say it looks good. So then I move it into place, give it a glue because I have, and link it together because I have another idea. Because watching some other people's videos I realized that I don't use certain, I use area effects a decent amount, but I mostly use area tint and area fade. I don't use a ton of area move, scale, and rotate, so I apply a move effect to the arrow, and I start working on adjusting it. Okay, try another easing type. Try changing some other values. Then change the dead zone. Decided to try playing with that a bit. Okay, you can barely see it move, so I'm gonna change it to 0.25 to a quarter instead of a half. And get rid of the move angle entirely. And I'm somewhat happy. I copy and paste a couple more arrows in. Fill up the space a bit. decided to check out the other arrows, see how they look. Okay, and trying to get ideas, I save and decide to check. Take a look through the better settings menu, see if there's any solution to my ground problem there. No? Okay. Trying to come up with ideas, I decided to try also adding a scale effect to those same objects. But knowing of a bug with area scale, I set the touch trigger. Because I have heard of the bug with it. And I forgot the number of the group. I need 147. I try to check things on the move so I can copy some of them. And then I decided to set it to half its size when it's not in view. And then I come up with an idea to make it even better. Disable link controls, then select the arrow and set to group parent. Where is it? There it is. And also I'm going to set the second arrow to group parent as well. And the third. And it works. It does exactly what I want it to. So I set the next one to group parent. Or I decided to try area parent. See if that also works. Or even works better. And it also works, but I decided to do group parent for the rest of them though. And I test it out, and it looks pretty cool. So I shift some of the arrows around. Add a new one. Or change my mind on deciding to add a new one. And I decided to add an easing to that area scale. I'm not very skilled with easing, so I try to come up with another idea. If I select the spikes, as in the ground spikes, and give them a group, (148), then place an invisible object right underneath the ground, (149), copy the area scale, but there is no, I can't set a center for the scaling to be 149. To find where I put it, I disable the ground and instead set to 148 and then set to parent, but they just disappear. Confused, I try to select the scale trigger. I set to editor layer 1 so it's easier to individually select. I set scale X to 1 so that way they don't just disappear. But now they're all above the ground. What? And they disappear when I get close, far from them. Confused. Next I try, and that's closer to what I was looking for, so I guess I'll take it. So I save. Now I select the top ones. Set them to go on the bottom. And give them the group as well so that they also scale. And as you can see, they dynamically scale as you pass by them, which is kind of cool. All that's left is to add some variants. I decided to try adding some variants to the names as well. Now I'm trying to think of what else to do. I start looking forward for a chain piece neck, and I see a new one that I haven't used yet. I'm like, ooh, that could be cool. So I placed a bunch of them and decided to start working on setting the color. What color set do I want these to be? Eventually I decide on, I think, yeah, that's the one I decide on. Before I fully place them all in, I decided to scale them on the X a bit, make them a little bigger. Then I copy them over to a couple different locations. I noticed that one I accidentally placed earlier, and I delete it. I'm trying to decide if I should do anything else. I decided to do a showcase without realizing that there won't be any audio for it. And I'm gonna screw up significantly on the showcase. I managed to successfully show it off, and yeah, see you next time on Geometry Dash, and bye!